Out here in the west, it gets mighty warm under the blazing sun. It gets mighty cold under the full moon. At dawn, folk tend to their flocks, stores, and fake gods to pray for good rain and good money. At night, criminals and dogs run amok on the wastelands. However, something worse or foul has begun to creep into the old western desert of Fairizona. And the west? Well, the west is dying. Even with all the wonders of the western world, the wastelands get hotter days and colder nights every season. Everyone knows it, everyone believes it. And yet, no two people are quite the same out here during these Fairizona days, especially y'all. You're all from different runs of life, and Lady Life and Lady Luck and all their glory have certainly spat down on you. The West is not fair. Despite your new home being called Fairizona, you understood quick as cattle that nothing was fair about her. But that's just how life happens. It takes you with the wind, and you end up where you land, when you're on the move or when you're on the run, as you are all outlaws. You might not think it, but being thrown out of church, well, that's as good as jail when it comes to your reputation. And maybe some crooked folk that you might have wronged have gone out and slandered that good name of yours. Even if it's just how much you stole from stores, people, money lenders, the law always comes to collect. And of course, nothing is more notorious these days than stagecoach robbery. So now, you're all outlaws. Whether you like it or not, the West has consumed you and spit you out to this life of crime. But shoulder to shoulder, maybe your lawful reputation will help you mask that awful past and help you band together as heroes of the dying West. Below the peaks of Mount Everest and above the rapids of Loudwater lies Big Town, a large, busy town for all those wandering lost through Fairizona. Recognizable by its bustling streets, Big Town is the largest town on this side of the border, a great divide that splits the grainy sand and brush of the west with the lavish trees and plains of the east. But Big Town is not just some city in Fairizona. Nope, it's the home of some of the smartest folks in the west. But this tale is not about those folk. This tale is about the gang of legendary outlaws, a motley crew of ragtag cowpoke that caught the wrong side of the law. A party of individuals that managed to escape capture time and time again. Their escapades are known far and wide across Fairizona as one of the most interesting crews of all time. Well, at least back in my day. Some say they weren't all outlaws. Some say they weren't all blind. Some say they weren't all men. Sorry, human. So come and take a seat, and I'll tell you the tales of the Deadeyes.
The name's Paltiel, One-Eye Williams. Y'all can just call me Pal. Many years ago, I left home with my darling wife, seeking fortune and glory. Lady Luck turned a blind eye on us, stole one of mine, and left my wife to her fate with a bandit that took it all from me. I'm seeking to avenge her life, and like hell am I gonna let God do all the work.
First name Dead, middle name last name Dalton. It was on the birth certificate. It was this bottle of whiskey. Good for nothing, Clarence. The gun? Yeah, I'll give you a few minutes to look at it while I talk. Stole it from a mailman's carriage. You like the fit? Stole it from the mailman. Yep, same one. Was too busy looking at the gun to care.
Howdy. On the birth certificate, they jotted me down my governmental name, Bonjaquel Jamequius Tyricus. But on this here road, they know me and call me and engrave their gravestones with the mark of my signature, Boney the Kid. I was raised in a traveling circus church known as Cirque du Spire. A flippin' priest with me and my dad, a railroad spike, immigrated what come from China to get good work here in the mainland. Well, wouldn't you know it, my dad pulled his ankle and really twist out something fierce on that triple half Lux Axle Jesus spin, and they excommunicated us. Heresy, they say. Now, after my dear old departed pappy, I've actually got the spike, he's right over there, is dying of a broken heart, and I'm on a mission to find the patriarchs and ask them, pretty please, let my dad back into the circus.
As California became more settled, the fertile soil created a perfect environment for growth. New industry thrived, and as such, the Diaz family came to be the western pinnacle of wineries. This new western wine sparked controversy with the French wine producers, who demanded a blind taste test be held to defend their status as the best. It was only after winning this that the Diaz family made some powerful enemies. Eventually, all property was seized from them under claims of tax fraud, just a month following the competition. Since then, Slick Beck Diaz has been out on her own, doing her best to survive and maybe someday restore the Diaz family legacy.